All right. Hopefully this looks better than last stream. I'm hoping. I didn't even hook everything up. I totally forgot. This is a very amateur presentation here. Need I have a display up here that I like to have open just in case anyone's chatting. I can take a look at what they're saying and I can respond to it. What are we working on today? Same thing as last stream, or second to last stream, whatever that stream was. I don't remember. And I'm hoping that I fixed my video issues. I don't know. I can't tell if it still looks awful. Because I'm trying to increase the video resolution. So I don't know if it's still terrible low resolution. Let's see. So I'm actually gonna message a couple friends to take a look at my stream and tell me if my resolution looks terrible, because it's looked terrible and I'm trying to figure out why it's looked terrible, because I want it to not look so terrible. But what we're doing, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, we'll see what happens today. I have two matching controllers. This one doesn't work and rattles, and I don't know why it rattles. So we're gonna take it apart. This one works, but the cord on the last stream, we shrink tubed it, but the shrink tube didn't stick. So I'm gonna remove that shrink tube, and I'm just gonna swap this cord over to here. And that'll at least tell me, is the cord bad on this one? Because obviously the issue in theory will follow. Or it'll tell me if there's something else wrong. Because I don't really know. And these are really cheap. Like, they're not really worth much of anything at all, but I got them kind of for free, and I would like to get them fixed, you know, just because I like fixing stuff. So they are off-brand, cheap, Pelican, third-party GameCube controllers. And just because they're cheap, kind of terrible controllers doesn't mean that someone somewhere can't enjoy them, you know? Because, like, not everyone has the money to spend on, like, a nice first-party controller. And, you know, this way they can still play games and save some money. I think giving people more access to the ability to play video games is a great thing to do. I don't really like the whole gatekeeping, you know, oh, you only have this, or you only use that. Dude, whatever works, man. As long as you're able. 720p, well, it's a slight upgrade than last time. I set it to default to 1080, so I don't know why it's not defaulting to 1080. Well, I'm getting closer to 1080. I'm at 720 now, so it's better than the 480p stream. How terrible does it look, though? Does it look awful? Like, what was rattling? I don't know. There's something rattling inside here, but I don't know what it was. Oh, that's just flat out broken. Ow. Would you look at that? So this whole button is just completely snapped off. So we're going to have to get our old friend super glue and see if our friend super glue can fix this. As far as I'm concerned, this is essentially the parts controller of the two, since this one does work. So I'm not too worried about it. It can just live its life as a parts controller. If I make one good controller out of the two, call it a win. I paid nothing for them, came in a lot of just broken stuff. Alright. Am I missing one? No, yep, right here. Alright. Oh, so that was our metal piece. Makes sense. That broke off with that piece up there. Okay. I wonder if we can see anything wrong with this board. See any issues or anything that would cause this to not work. We do have some weird white goop up there. Kind of gross. Don't know what that's about. So I know when I press a button, this light actuates. But also I don't know if it's because this was broken off that it was just pressed in and was constantly pressing that button down. I don't really know. Obviously we need to clean this goop off. I'm trying to see if I see any actual issues. Just kind of giving it a visual eye inspection here. Now the other part is if there's an issue under that chip, there's nothing we can do. Is there like damage to that right there? It looks like there was just like sand. Yeah, that's sand. There's just sand inside this controller. Gross. So let's see. Okay, that is making contact. I couldn't tell if that trace was possibly broken. It looks fine. I don't really see anything else that could be an issue. Other than checking for shorts on capacitors. Beach gaming. Yeah, that may be... Someone took their GameCube controller to the beach. I don't recommend doing that. So okay, yeah, none of these are shorting out, so I don't know what our issue is with this, but I'm still gonna swap the cord because it might be the cord is the issue. I don't really know. And also, this is kind of a parts controller, so I'm gonna brush that off into the trash. Even though it's a parts controller, it's gross, and I don't want it gross. I need something. Also, this cap is in better condition than that one, kind of. Actually, this one's sticky and gross. Ah, look at this sand in there. What happened? How did it get so sandy? How does that even happen? Okay. First things first, we're gonna unsolder this cord, and then I'm not gonna put it back together because I'm gonna take that cord off and I'm gonna transplant them and hope that this one is in good working shape afterwards. Sandbox. Honestly, it might be. My hands are sticky, and I don't like that. I really want to just wash my hands, but I know that, like, they're just going to be gross, like, shortly after while working on this, so... Okay. Just waiting for my gun to heat up. Alright. Oh, that's right. I forgot to fix my heat gun. So I don't know if this is going to suck out. No. Oh, it's good there. I think we're still good. I need to take this thing apart. Does this come off? Okay. Because I just accidentally melted that. Nope. This suction gun isn't sucking. Which sucks. It sucks that it's not sucking. This is frustrating. Is that too big? I need a different tool. Man, what did I do with the tool for this thing? I wish my workbench wasn't such a mess and I knew where things were. Because this is my favorite show. Oh, I'm glad. Glad there's at least one person. What happened? Okay, so this tool comes with 3 of these things for cleaning out the inside. I have somehow lost 2 of them. The only one I see is the wrong sized one. There's one that they give you that's just flat out the wrong size for some reason, and I don't know why. And then they give you 2 others that are the correct size, but just slightly smaller. I've somehow lost... Oh, here's one. Why is it on the carpet? Don't know. See, it's not going all the way in, and I need it to. So that means I have to take this stupid thing apart, and it's going to burn my fingers. And I'm not happy about it. Also, it's going to explode and just throw lead everywhere, which is awful. But this tool is really awesome when it does work. Alright, let's try to do this without burning myself. What? Come out. Oh, I have to hit the unlock button. Ray Shadow Legends. Yeah, if you can get Raid to sponsor me, that'd be great. So... yeah, feel free to reach out. Oh, no, I just burnt my desk like an idiot. I don't think they're going to sponsor someone who just melted his desk off camera. So. Man. How is my stream looking, though? Real question. Because, like, I keep messing with my camera settings. And, I hear you, they pay like $1.50 an hour. I think it was better than my first job. My first job was in the cosmetics department of a grocery store. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know anything at all about cosmetics. Okay. Ah, it's very hot. It's very hot and very melty on my finger. This isn't even a repair at this point. This is just me fixing my stuff so I can keep repairing something that's not even worth repairing. What is this? Hi, Shawn. Hello, Ban. Oh, no, I needed that part. Nope. Nope, that just fell in the trash. I don't know what that is, but I think I need it. And then this fell in the trash, and I think I need that too. I don't know what's happening. Your maid is lacking. There's just like a ton of solder in my hand. I don't think I'm supposed to be holding that, because I'm pretty sure it's just lead. That's all that is lead. Oh. I wish I had a maid. My life would be a lot easier. Mostly because this is what I do with my life. And I'm not good at keeping up with it. Alright. So now, I'm going to put this all back together. And I'm going to take my gun. It's still probably way too hot. And I'm going to try to poke out the solder that's stuck right there into the trash. It's not coming out. I'm going to use some pliers maybe. Daisy is slacking. You know what? She's doing her best, okay? Sorry guys, I didn't think to clean this before stream. Alright, what if I use another soldering iron? This has turned into a whole side quest now. To heat up this and try to pull that out. Because I need to push that out and it's not coming out. So I could use this gun. Ugh. Okay. So if I heat this up, let's see if I can melt this up. Okay, that's working. That's working. Oh, Oh, I got it. I got it. That worked. I am a genius. Guys, I am a genius. Let's celebrate. Thank you, Dad Chris. I appreciate you. You are the father I always wanted. You're the best. I appreciate the dollar. Because I'm struggling over here. Oh, gosh. What an idiot I am. Okay. Ow, hot. Get in there. Get. Come on. Come on. Oh, I hate this thing. I love this thing, but I also hate it at the same time. Ah, there's just more lead pouring into my fingers. How are you supposed to do this? I don't understand. I don't understand genuinely how you're supposed to do this. This is such a terrible design. Maybe it's supposed to go like that, and I'm just dumb. Oh, get on that. Oh, there we go. Alright. And you just need to all line up in there. Cool. Now we can go back to working on this terrible project that I didn't want to be working on in the first place. But someone gave me 2 broken controllers, and I need to make one work. And my hand is covered in lead now. Should probably wash that off. It's probably not good. This is so good to decompress after crafting. I'm glad you're enjoying watching me struggle taking apart my desoldering station because I did poor maintenance. I'm happy. I have to wash lead off my hand now because I just rubbed my face and it shouldn't do that. Be right back. Alright. I'm back, and I appreciate all of you for sitting through that and watching that whole nonsense. Alright, now, let's suck this out. Okay. Alright. Did I get all that out? Is that good? I feel like I need a little bit of solder wick over here. So are you guys able to see the stream at 1080 or is it 720? Because the last stream, it was capped at 480 somehow. So I was trying to fix it. Rob popped in for a second, my buddy, and was saying that it's still set at like 720. Which still means I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm getting closer. 720. Okay, so it is still busted. I'm using a GoPro, which this GoPro does 4K. And I set the GoPro to 1080. Yours is allowing you 1080? And then I set in Streamlabs to default this to 1080. So I don't really know what I'm doing. Ben, can you just come over and set this up so it's like not terrible? I'm doing my best. How much? Oh, really? Okay. So could the issue just be Rob? Get these. What? What's happening? Oh. I'm coming free? You still soldered in. I think that first one's still soldered. Why are you stuck in there? How's everyone else's day going? Rebraiding my daughter's hair. That sounds more stressful than this. Now that I'm home, pretty good. Well, that's good to hear. I was working from home today, so I want to just like stream on days that I'm already working from home. So it's like, oh, I just go from, you know, my work desk to here. It's almost the weekend, though. We're almost there. Why is this just not desoldering? For years, it's easy. Well, I've never braided hair or rebraided hair. And from the way this is going, it also seems like I've never desoldered something. So I'm going to add more solder on here to the ones that are clearly not removed. And then we're going to try it again and see if that time it sucks it out. That was much better. Much better. Yeah. I start a 60-hour work week. Whew! So the weekend doesn't really come. That's wild. Hopefully you are balling and making a ton of money. 60 hours is bananas. Taxes take a lot of it. Yeah. Yeah, they do. That's the worst part, when you get your first paycheck in life and you're like, oh wow, I can't wait to spend all of this, and you're like, wait, where did it go? What do you mean? What do you mean taxes took all that? Come on, wiggle out. Kids do too. My paycheck goes to bills and kids. I know this doesn't count, but my cats take all mine, I feel like. I was like, oh, I gotta buy cat litter and cat food. I'm like, oh, cool. There goes $75. Jeez. I don't even spend that much money on my own food. Yeah. Yeah, they do. What is even happening? There's nothing even connected right now. It's all wiggling free. So what are you stuck on? I'm baffled. Why is it stuck? It's fun when you really just ungrateful little aliens. Yeah, I mean, my girls are getting older. They're like over 10 years old, so it's to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, let's look at more expensive food, and you can't have just literal trash anymore because, you know, you're getting up there in age. And then you're just like, wait, what do you mean? Imes was like $7, and now this stuff is like $45? What the hell? But, you know, you gotta love them, so you gotta spend the money on the ones that you love. Why is this so stuck in there? Yeah, it's unfortunately, cats have that problem. They don't drink enough, and they have issues later on with stuff like that. If you don't have one, I highly recommend getting a water fountain for them. Because cats just inherently don't want to drink water. So you have to kind of trick them into it. It's another reason why wet cat food's really good for them as well, is so that way it helps with stopping that. They'll have to play in the water fountain. Oh, there we go. We're still stuck up on this one now. I love that I'm spending, like, a lot of time on something that's worth probably $5. So once I get it all fixed, virtually worthless. But it's not about that. Love of the game, you know? Does anyone need a cheap GameCube controller? Because I'm going to have one when we're done here, hopefully. What about you, Ben? Do you need a cheap GameCube controller? They have one, but it's Lester. He hasn't quite figured out how to drink from it properly. Still waiting on my place. I have some wave birds that need touching up. Yeah, I hate PlayStation controllers, and I'm taking a break from ever working on them. Possibly ever. I hate them. They are my enemy. I have a stack of them. I actually bought a tool specifically for working on them, which is this thing. And I just got this. I've yet to use it yet, but the PlayStation controllers are the devil, and I have like 30 that need something. And I'm just sick of working on them because I swear every time I take them apart, something new breaks on them, and it's just a cycle of just trying to figure out what new has broken this time. And I hate it. Some collector might want it for decoration and won't care if it works. Yeah, I mean, sure. I'm sure someone could use one for something, but the goal is to get them working so people can use them. I had someone buy a broken controller off me once, and I found out it was so he wasn't going to fix it, he was going to take it apart and make a display out of it, and I was kind of bummed. I was like, man, I was hoping you were going to fix it. This was before I was fixing stuff. So I get it, but I don't know. I like things working, and realistically, there's 20 bajillion NES controllers, and it doesn't really matter. And same thing with this cheap third-party Pelican, game controller. There's a billion of them. If one gets cannibalized for something else, it doesn't really matter. But something in my heart just goes like, oh, I have to fix everything. I have to save it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Nope. Golly. Okay. Something just shot across my room, and I don't know what it was. And I should probably be concerned. Alright, so this is the one that we know works. So we're going to swap the cords, because that cord is prettier than this cord. And that will tell us, well, it'll tell me at some point, because it won't happen on camera, but it'll tell me in the future if the cord was the problem on that one or not, which will be a giant headache if that's the case. This one just has a tear in the cord, and one of the streams I shrink tubed it, but the shrink tube still moves around, so it didn't stick. So I'm just gonna flat out replace the cord with the prettier cord, and yeah. Look at my terrible solder skills. There's probably a lot wrong with me. I don't know about that. Alright, is this one gonna come out easier? Yeah, that one came out real easy. Why did that one come out so easy, but that other one fought me for like how long have we been on this stream so far? However long it's been, that's how long I've been fighting with that. The thing I want to try, if I can, if I may, you know what, I'll deal with that in a second. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna do something with this. Where did it sit? Oh, here's that cord. Alright, so let's clean that now with the cotton swab that fell on the ground. That's gross, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. This goes. It was this way, yes. Okay. I did not take a photo of which orientation it was in. Which is... Whoa. But I'm remembering these were facing that way. Alright, so we need some flux, which I have over here somewhere. Where did I put my flux? Why do I not know where anything is ever on my desk? I was just using it. Well, this is the little push part of the flux. Where is the actual flux? Found it. It was, earlier there was a noise of something falling on the ground. I didn't know what it was. It was my flux. So. I'm just going to add that in there. Oh, look at that. Would you just look at that? Just look at that. Alright, so now I need my solder. Just draped all the way around there. Weller makes this nice little solder holder that's just like a nice little roll. So if anyone wants to get me something for Christmas, it'd be great. Did I just combine those two? No! Alright, well I'm going to go back and fix that. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. It just looked like it from the angle that I screwed that up, but I didn't. That's good. Alright. Cool. Let's put this back together now. Which, last time, this was the part that took the longest, was me actually just reassembling it. I spent more time reassembling this stupid controller than anything. Let's see if I have it figured out now. Because it went like this. Somehow. Okay. And then we need you to go like that, and then we need the screws. This is going together way too well, which is scaring me, because that means I probably messed something up. So it's really a bummer is the GameCube, you can't get the lasers to replace the GameCube lasers anymore on the actual disk drive. And it's frustrating because like they're all failing and it just doesn't exist. And it's especially frustrating because one of my earlier videos was replacing a laser in a GameCube disc for someone that wasn't me, for one of my friends, and now I have two that need new lasers, and I can't find one. So the only one I ever found, I fixed someone else's, and it's kind of frustrating because now I have some that need to be repaired for myself. But I'm a nice person, and I prioritize other people's stuff over mine. So I probably still would have done it that way anyways. I never get around to fixing my own stuff, which is actually kind of what these streams end up being, is just me getting around to fixing my own stuff. Most of my videos are just fixing other people's stuff. Like, I have a ton of Xbox controllers that I need to repair just for myself. And my next video that I'm almost done editing, I just need to throw an audio track on there and some other little minor stuff, is me fixing someone else's Xbox controller. Is this not lined up? My first game I played on GameCube was Mario Party. I have never in my life played a Mario Party game. Not once. The first game I ever played on a GameCube was Pikmin. My friend had a GameCube and he had Pikmin, and that was the first game I ever played. Is that right? Are the buttons working? Okay. Yeah. It feels like it wants to fight me, but it's going together. The first game I ever beat on the GameCube was actually Metal Gear Solid, the first, when they redid it. And that was that's my only time beating the first Metal Gear Solid. It wasn't until much later that I found out that's like the worst version of the game, apparently. Like, they changed a bunch of stuff and it's supposedly not as good, but it's the version I beat, so it's the only version I know. I think I stripped that screw. Do I have a bigger screwdriver that I can use? I think this is gonna work. I was way late to the GameCube, those games. I wasn't until Xbox 360 came in. Dude, Xbox 360, I still had some of my most fond memories. Just because that's when I was like in high school, and playing that, for me, it was Modern Warfare 2. I honestly hate the story for Modern Warfare 2, but the multiplayer was some of the most fun just experience of yelling at teenagers on the internet. Alright, so this one, in theory, should be done. I'm going to test this off screen. This one, we've got a couple things we're going to need to try to do. One, I have this cord somewhere. I have this cord, and we failed once. I say I failed. You guys didn't fail at anything. Once at shrink tubing this, because it doesn't actually stay. I would also like to get this working and find this a new home. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and do a little experiment. Because I know this cord works. Let's cut this shrink tubing. I still consider my favorite console of all time though was the Sega Genesis. That's probably my fondest memories because I was really young and my cousin had one and I would go over to his house and we would rent games, and it's just like my fondest memory is just renting games at his house and just playing the Sega Genesis together. Alright. So the problem was I couldn't slip anything over this because of how far those stick out. So I wonder if I bend all of these down and then hopefully just bend them all back. Assuming that I don't break them all off. Now this is already the parts controller, so I don't really care about this experiment. Although this is the one cord that I do know works. But we're going to see if this strategy works. Or I break everything and make everything worse. So it's going to be one or the other. So now that these are bent down, I have a little bit more clearance. Not a ton. Let's see if I can bend those down a little more. Ooh, I still can't get that one over it. Can I get this now over that, though? I don't know if I can. Yeah, that's still, even with bending those down. I really flattened that. Oh boy. This is mostly just a science experiment at this point. If I ruin the cord, whatever, I'm just looking at getting a new cord at that point. But if this works, then I at least have a strategy going forward when we have pins like this. Because that one just did not work with getting them over all of those pins. Like, it got it over, but when I shrinked it, when I used the heat to shrink it, it was still loose when all was said and done, which is the problem. So, oh my gosh, come on. We're getting there. So slowly. It always makes me think of putting on a turtleneck. It's just way too tight. This really cannot be exciting to watch. I'm sorry. Come on. We're almost there. You guys can probably just like leave for 30 minutes and then come back and see if I've finally gotten this. Oh no, oh. I stabbed the shrink tube. Oh, that sucks. Whatever, I'm still going. I'm going, I don't care. You're enjoying it? Okay. that's such a gosh darn bummer. There we go. It's relaxing. Good, because it's not relaxing for me. Stressing out about a stupid shrink tube that just put a hole in like a goober. Alright. So let's try and bend these back. Now that I've mangled everything. The best part is, the controller didn't work in the first place, so I won't actually even know if this worked. This really wasn't the most thought out plan. But hey, who knows? Maybe somehow in the process of all of this nonsense, the controller starts working again. Wouldn't that be great? You know, it's one of those things I'd write about in my journal. Dear journal, today I swapped a cord and I didn't think I'd fix it, but you know what? It fixed it somehow. Don't know why. Alright. Let's... Oh, that looks terrible and I'm mad, but it's fine. Look at that hole. The hole is... There's not supposed to be a hole in the thing patching the hole. Darn it. Alright, let's use my hot air gun. Also, my cats chewed the cord for the hot air gun, which is great. So I don't even know if my hot air gun works as well as it should. I electrical taped it. They normally don't do that, but for some reason they've decided the cord for my hot air gun looked delicious. The hole doesn't look that bad. Okay. But this worked. This actually is like it's basically the size that I wanted. So this was actually a good strategy for the most part. Still going back into a broken controller, but we now know going forward we can mangle the pins on this if we want to. I don't know, that's a great idea, but let's see if this will still fit in there. Oh yeah, that's a tight squeeze, because those are... I definitely did a number on them. This is just... Remember, this is not a professional channel. I had one person comment on one of my videos and call me out for not being professional. I'm like, I don't know what made you think that anything about what I do is professional. I'm just dedicating my spare time to fixing stuff for fun. This is just for fun. And hopefully some people learn something. Maybe people learn what not to do. That's a whole nother thing. But I'm not a professional. I don't want anyone to think that I am. I'm a professional silly goose. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Most of my... I will say there's so many of my videos, and it makes me laugh when I'm editing them, how excited I am when my bad decisions work. I'm like, oh! That is my I didn't think my bad decision would work sound. And I tend to make that a lot, I found. Okay, I want to super glue this. Once again, putting way too much time and effort into a controller that doesn't work. I haven't even addressed the part of it not working. I'm now just fixing cosmetic things on it. get some super glue. I've never had super glue that I didn't accidentally glue the cap to the super glue itself. Alright, so you... Okay, how do I attach you without gluing this to my fingers? Oh, that's not good. No, 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 this is going bad. Will you just behave, please? Listen, I need you to behave. Okay. Is that lined up properly? I don't really know. Oh wait, did I do that wrong? Hang on. Yeah, I did that wrong. Okay, let's try that again. That actually goes like that. I'm an idiot. It's glued to my finger. I've glued the plastic to my finger and not out to what it goes to. Okay. Cool. You can dry over there now for hopefully a while. Okay. So there's a little metal piece somewhere that I seem to have misplaced. I don't know where it is. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. That's very tiny. How does that go in there? So that's supposed to go... like that. Okay, cool. Nope, shoot. Okay, that's on the floor. Let's try that again. Is that right? Is that supposed to go... Is it supposed to go this way? No, it's gotta go that way. Okay, definitely not giving it time to dry like I should. It'll be fine. Probably. Yeah. Don't care enough. I don't know what anyone could ever mean by I'm not professional. Alright, let's slap this bad boy together here. Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta route this stupid cord. Oh, I hate you, cord. I hope when the designers of this go to sleep at night, they know how much I hate how they designed this cord fishing into there. Oh, there we go. Got it, though. But in the meantime, we've lost all of our progress with the super glue. Oh, everything has gone to heck. Please go back. Please. Please. That's pretty good, I think. I think that's pretty good. I almost want to just super glue this metal piece in there. Okay, the super glue definitely not holding up. We need, I think, the proper solution to that is too much super glue. I think if we apply too much super glue, it'll be the correct amount of super glue. I don't think I'm even applying super glue to the right parts right now. No, oh, good golly. Alright, you're just coming out so I can access this better. Now the real thing would be to just let this dry properly, but we're not going to do that. Well, you know what I could do? Ooh, we could breathe in some fumes that I shouldn't be breathing. Use the solder to melt the plastic together. Actually, all I've done is just super glued the soldering iron. That didn't work out. Okay. Is that going to hold up? Don't know. Don't know. Ooh, it smells like burning plastic in here. Holy moly. Okay. I just want you to stay together long enough that I can put this together. And if this somehow ends up working again, then fixing that proper will be a future problem for Shawn. Till then, I just kind of want this to go back together. Come on. Can we please just go back? Okay. Alright. I think we're good. I hope. That screw is just spinning. That's good. That means that is stripped out. Perfect. This poor little parts controller. I just want to go back together. Part of me hopes it doesn't work when I'm done because I don't want to figure out how I'm supposed to fix that L button. But then part of me totally wants this to be working. Okay, cool. Let's throw the back on. Yeah, that button is, yeah, that's not good. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Sitting here, I do love that. That's actually what my content is actually meant for people's cats. So, fun, this is the God's honest truth. Literally the only thing I'm waiting on for my, to finish my last video that I did is I've been putting clips at the end of, like, either Bailey or Daisy at the end of my videos. And I right now want to film just another clip of them just being cute. And I just haven't gotten around to film, like, a little 2-second clip of that. So that's the only thing I'm waiting on right now. There we go. Which is the dumbest thing, but I've been recycling the same, like, 4 clips over and over again. I feel like I just need to add some new ones in there. Also, I just flat out stopped advertising my Patreon because I have one Patreon subscriber. Shout out to It's Just May. Thank you for being my only Patreon subscriber. So I have a Patreon where I'm just making videos for one person. Which I appreciate you for that. And if you want a free, totally probably working Pelican controller right here, this is yours. It's all yours for being my only subscriber. Just, you know, let's not worry about this button that's definitely snapped. Okay, there we go. We have 2 put back to... Oh, why am I pressing that button? I just fixed that button. I should not play with that button because it's still drying. Alright. We have 2 worked on controllers that may or may not work. I don't know. This is dumb, but I mostly just want to start the stream up just to see if my video quality is better because it was terrible before. That, and, wait, does it come with a GameCube? I have a broken GameCube. But, no, it does not. But, yeah. Anyways, I do appreciate all of you guys. This is kind of the end of this video. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this up. Yeah, for real, thank you for hanging out in this video. Genuinely, it really means a lot to me that you're hanging out and talking while I do something trivial as swapping cords on almost valueless GameCube controllers. So, I love you guys. I hope you all have a great night, and I'm gonna go get dinner. So, goodbye, everybody.